Hello and welcome to Pokémon Ultra Sun and Pokémon Ultra Sun, where today we're playing Pokémon Ultra Sun. We've got some ribbons to get in Ultra Sun, and we've also got some shinies to hunt in Ultra Sun. We are Ultra Sunning the Ultra Suns. Anyway, we have got our team all here. They've all got all their ribbons. I suppose I should show them on Lealoon, because she's the one, or one of the ones who didn't get them on screen. But yeah, we got all the contest ribbons here. We've got our Hoenn Champion ribbon. We've got all the ribbons that come from Gen 6. So yeah, we're in Gen 7. And we are going to get at least one ribbon for sure today. Probably at least two, if we're honest. As we just gotta go to the Pokemon League and defend our title. Forget if I said hey there guard, but hey there guard, I'm doing fine, hope you are too. Yeah, this is actually the same file of Ultra Sun that I played through for this channel when I was doing that. It was a Nuzlocke, but I beat it, and then I just dropped the file as far as I can tell. So here you are. Why don't we see who the wins favor today, you or me? I just realized something. I forgot to change my moves back after changing them for contests. That could be an issue. So you came to battle me again. If I beat you, the #1 ranked trainer in Alola, then I'll be ready to take on the world. I'm coming for you, Garnet. Yes, guard, I am starting off with the golfer, who, doesn't really do a whole lot of golfing. Man, imagine how easy this particular battle would be if I still had my moves in general, but also specifically Ice Punch. Doing the Elite Four with a contest moveset. Perhaps a little ill-advised. While ordinarily I would have liked to switch here, we play on set battle style. Feels like my A button's not registering inputs as much as it's supposed to. Surely the replacement contact thing I got, the replacement button actuator or whatever the heck I put in here, surely that's not malfunctioning already. Not worn out already. Like, I replaced that not long before the eShop went down. When was that? That was years ago, wasn't it? But it wasn't as many years as I've had this thing. Like, the last time it wore out, it took way longer and a lot more hours of play, that's for sure. Server shutdown was in 2024. So yeah, it's been barely over a year since I replaced the little button things in this system. And yet already I'm starting to have issues again. That's unpleasant. Thankfully they're not as persistent as they were back when I replaced them. Back then it was, I had to try pressing buttons multiple times in order to make them work. Specifically, the A button would get dropped a lot. And the A button is what's getting dropped here, but only sometimes. So yeah, I guess I just gotta hope. Just gotta hope that things work out and it's mostly fine. Because opening this thing up to replace that is annoying and nerve-wracking. I never like doing surgery on my systems. This bird probably has a fire move, but I'm still just gonna rock slide. Thanks for being bulky, Metagross. Okay, that could have gone better. Well, in that case, let's not swap to Cuthbert. Cuthbert is a bad choice against Firebird. Let's go Emperor. Right, Emperor doesn't... Nobody's got moves! Yes, truly, this moveset is going to take care of this bird. Fine, I'll just use Landorus and Latios for this. Dang. That was a very well-timed feather dance. Oh, cool. I've missed 2 rock slides in a row. I see the Pokémon Company has fixed their mistake from X and Y, where they made rock slide have 100% accuracy. This feeling of frustration that is swelling within me, I will use it to propel my growth. Yes, Guard, it is a fantastic moveset. Everyone's got fantastic movesets right now because your moves gotta be pretty fantastic to win contests. That battle is worthy of being #1 in Alola. Maybe even #1 in the world, but next time I'll win. You'll see. So I can definitely fix at least some aspects of our movesets with TMs. I don't know how many of the good TMs I'm gonna have on this particular file, but Gardevoir at least can function. Though she's probably gonna have to drop Hyper Voice, given that she can still Mega Evolve in this game, can't she? Yeah. Assuming I have the Gardevoir right. Electabuzz is just going to be complete dead weight. And Scizor... he can function. Not great, but he can function. And then these two haven't changed, so they're just fine, because they didn't have to participate in contests. Let's see what TMs I got. Can I do good TM things? Brick Break is something to consider. It's certainly better than nothing. Shadow Ball will definitely beat some of the things that Leoloon can do right now. If I wanted to go with a special Metagross, I'd be pretty well able to right now. Yeah, I don't have much in the way of TMs to fix things. Not bag. Oh boy, I just got a text saying that my vote for the November... the November election, or not election, I guess. My vote for November in California has been counted. Hooray. It's always nice when your vote gets counted. We got ghosts coming up. I've got Shadow Ball on Latios. Let's put him in front.
Hiya, Acerola here, bringing an old royal touch to the Pokemon League. Hey, even if you are the champion, you can't go into the champion's chamber without proving you can still get past the Elite Four. And besides, battling is just plain fun. Come on, I can take you.
So fun fact. This being the copy of Ultra Sun that I played for my channel years and years ago, means that I actually had to change which 3DS was in which set of windows. Because this is a digital copy that I've got on my original English recording 3DS. Which meant that it could not be on any other 3DS. And yeah, I now have the game card that I have been using for shiny hunting in my Japanese recording 3DS, and here we are. So this does mean that if we get to a stream where I somehow manage to get 2 shinies in one stream from Ultra Space, then we'll basically just be SOL and I won't have anything else that I can swap to on the sub 3DS. Whereas previously, if I ran out of shinies to hunt on the Alt 3DS, I would have swapped to more resets for a shiny Celebi and Pokemon Crystal. But yeah, I ain't got that luxury now, so oh well. I guess I'll just have to really rely on not finding 2 shinies in one stream. Surely I can manage that.
I'm speechless. How did you do it again?
My Latios is good into ghosts. Hey there, Curbster. Welcome to the Pokémon Sun and Pokémon Sun show. Or Ultra Sun and Ultra Sun, rather.
Being in the Elite Four is fun, but so is being a captain. I'm not sure which to do.
Well, it looks to me like you've just been sitting around in the Elite Four, so I think you've already made your choice. Yes, Curbster, we are on to Alola, and in fact we are in the same Alola twice, and that amuses me. This is the first time I've played 2 of the same game on stream. Though admittedly one of them I'm hardly playing.
Welcome to the Rock Chamber. I won't be holding back. My Rock-type Pokemon will grind you to dust. Your puny little Pokemon are going to go down in one hit. Ha!
Man, Metagross would be really good right here if it had any Steel-type moves. Other than Iron Defense. I've ruined this Elite Four run with contest movesets that I forgot to change. Well, since rock don't resist rock... I'm a fan of Armaldo 2 guard, though personally I wouldn't use one in battle. They're not great. Actually, wait, Cuthbert can actually function here. He knows Bullet Punch. Yeah, I'm not surprised a Gigalith survived that. Okay, for Probopass we would be better off using Lando, but we play set battle style, so we're just gonna sit right here and continue bullet punching. Even if it is gonna take 3 bullet punches to bring down a Probopass, and that's if she doesn't use a heal. So, Cuthbert, how about a crit right now? That would be great. Nope. Oh, I guess she's just not going to use any heals. That's fine by me.
since you've become champion, both you and your Pokemon have a certain level of polish.
I see what she did there.
What a spectacular trainer you are. Now when the children of Alola finish their island challenge, they can visit the Pokemon League to try to become the champion. The trainers of Alola will become even stronger.
Yeah, Curbster, Kanto really is super short in the Johto games. Which makes sense, it's not the focus. But yeah, it's short.
Hey! The Pokemon League is fantastic. It's a place that conveys the awesomeness of Alola to the world. And in that case, I guess that what's important is what kind of trainer the champion is.
We got this intimidating music, but what's on the screen is just a cheerful, goofy guy. What a disconnect. Anyway, we're just gonna click Earthquake a whole bunch. Turns out, Earthquake from Landorus, strong. Yes, Curbster, I will absolutely be streaming ZA. Though, I don't know if I'll be able to stream it specifically on the day it comes out. Like, my week this week has been all messed up schedule-wise. So, there's a chance I'll be able to do some streaming of it on Friday. But only a chance. And then Saturday, definitely. Guard, if you have a faster Prankstermon with Taunt, I don't think a Klefki ever does do anything besides switch out. Darn sturdy. That Reflect Mullane's Klefki setup sure didn't accomplish anything at all. Magnezone was the only Pokemon that survived a hit, and it only did it because of Sturdy.
That Kukui, he certainly found an interesting trainer for me to face. Just as I'd expect from the champion. In every situation, you pick the best moves and items. You say items, but I didn't use any items. Is the best item no item? So I too have to rack my brain in battle. Or in the battle. Oh. Forgot this game remembers what part of the menu your cursor was on. Now to sit on my throne. Oh. Garnet, I'm back, and I'll keep coming back too. No matter how many times it takes. I'm not giving up until I overcome the obstacle that's staring me right in the face. I was kind of hoping we'd get one of the more unique challengers. Because, how is just how. Ooh, I just remembered. I can hyper train my Pokemon now that they're in Gen 7. I don't think I have the bottle caps on this file, but some Pokemon, like Cuthbert, can really use it. Cuthbert's stats are kind of really bad. I think its average IV is like 12. It's very hard to oversell specifically how bad my Scizor stats are. And it's got an attack reducing nature and like a bad attack IV too. It's got a lot of room for improvement, we can say that much. Oh dang, I should have just earthquaked. I was thinking, oh, this thing might know an ice move and it might survive an earthquake, but no, it would not have survived an earthquake. Vaporeon's defensive, but not that defensive to overcome a stab earthquake from Landorus with this level gap. But hey, Latios is a little bit more flexible in terms of what it can hit. Time to make that owl even deader than it already is. Can't help but feel like the trainers stand a little bit too close to their Pokemon in these games.
Like, that Taros' tails are practically tickling now. That's too close. If we're starting to use some real dynamic moves, then it is very likely that he'll get caught up in them. It's hard to be strong enough to admit that you're weak, you know? How saying that it's hard to be strong enough to admit you're weak? Is he just trying to be like, so that means I'm really strong. I'm the strongest one here, because I know that I am weak. Man, I really want to be stronger than a kahuna, but I still just don't get how I can do that. But if I keep trying and using my full power, I think I'll find the way. That's how I feel whenever I battle against you, Garnet. That's why I love battling you. Oh boy, I defended my title. Alright. That's a ribbon for everyone. Yep, that there Alola champion ribbon. Sure, we could ride a Tauros over here, but it's literally faster to just fly. Probably not that much faster, considering the length of this animation, though. Yeah, Guard, there are a few interesting rematches. I think there's at least one trainer who is entirely unique to the rematches. I like how we just got the your Pokemon may be infected with Pokerust text because all of these Pokemon have previously been infected. They're not infected anymore, they've recovered from it. Right, I don't need to go here, I need to talk to this lady. Primus needs to relearn moves. You can't relearn TM moves. In different games, at least. Doesn't remember that it knew the TMs. Which means that getting Earthquake back on is going to be mildly annoying. Let's grab that Meteor Mash. I love me a Meteor Mash. And while, yes, Iron Head is more reliable by far, and honestly probably the better move overall, I love Meteor Mash. Its name and its animation. And also the 10% chance to increase my attack is nice. Yeah, Guard, Psychic Fangs is a huge buff to Metagross. It's stronger than Zen Headbutt, it doesn't miss, and it tears down screens. What's not to like? But for now, we are in fact stuck with Zen Headbutt. I have no idea how many heart scales I have. Hopefully I have enough. I have more heart scales than I expected to have, that's for sure. I don't believe I've used Palkia on this game. Wow. I was really reliant on TMs and move tutors for Electabuzz's moves before. That much is clear. Apparently I was also relying on move tutors and TMs for Cuthbert. So I'm not seeing anything here that I would want to put in over what it's already got. I think what I was doing with Leoloon was just Thunderbolt over Calm Mind. So, I guess we're done with the move Relearner. So now I gotta go to one of the beaches where we can find move tutors, who will give us moves in exchange for BP, which I think I have some of. Yeah, some. I could get more BP by, doing the Mantine surfing, but also I could get more BP by using Pokemon Bank, though I don't think I have that much available on this 3DS. Which is a little bit of a problem because I can't put this game into a different 3DS. I might have to send the Pokemon through Bank or through trades to another copy of Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, and then do things for them from there. But let's save again just to be absolutely certain that we have saved. Let's see here. What can I do? Where is my bank? There is my bank. I might have some BP to put in, but I am pretty sure that this 3DS has hardly used bank at all and only just got like its first injection of BP. Nah, Guard, it's not time to ask Dialga for help just yet. It might be soon, but not yet. Also, it's not every Pokemon stream that you get to hear a snippet of Glavenus' theme. Oh no, there's only !09 days left to use Pokemon Bank. Thankfully, I'm going to be done with my ribbon mastery before it has been !09 days. 32 battle points, that's better than nothing. I think I've got over 100 battle points left in my other Pokemon Bank because it accumulates them more quickly, because the rate at which you accumulate points in Pokemon Bank is based on the number of Pokemon you have stored in it. And I have a lot stored in it on my main 3DS. Whereas this is my main recording 3DS, which is a different 3DS.
Says I need to get something from the delivery man at a Pokemon Center. So I guess we'll fly to a Pokemon Center. Do I have to get my BP from the Pokemon Center? Is that it? Doesn't just go straight to the game? I suppose that's probably it. Ah, yes, battle points. Yep, there they are. So now we have some battle points to throw around. Back to the beach. What prizes does this lady give? Ah. Okay. So we absolutely want Ice Punch on Metagross. Honestly, I think that might be all we really want from here. So hey, we've got enough BP. Let's also put Ice Punch on Emperor, though, just because we can. Like, sure, it's a little bit of repeat coverage, but coverage is coverage. Now I'm gonna have to look up the locations of TMs and stuff. To find the right freaking tab of my browser. There it is. Gen 7 USUM. TM locations. Okay. So I want Ice Beam is good, but I don't think any of my Pokemon can learn it, so I probably don't need that. Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is in Sandy Cave. Where the heck is Sandy Cave? Hang on a sec. Sandy Cave is accessible from Big Wave Beach in Melee. So, let's go there. And the reason I did not get this TM before is because we needed to be able to cross water in order to get it, and I probably just never came back here after getting that ability. Ah yes, Curbster, grinding for the Johto Elite Four sure is a task. Guard, the ribbons that remain in this game in particular are the Battle Royale Master Ribbon, which you get for winning a Master Rank battle in the Battle Royale. And the 2 Battle Tree ribbons. One for a streak of 20 in the normal mode Battle Tree, and one for a streak of 50 in the Super Mode Battle Tree. Which... in normal mode, we could use a restricted legendary if we wanted. And our opponents wouldn't, but also it's normal mode, so I don't think we're gonna have any trouble even without a restricted legendary. It's the 50 battle streak that is going to be potentially difficult. But yeah, just three ribbons left in this particular game. All of which require battle, yes. So the contest moves did have to go. So we got Thunderbolt. Now we want to get Earthquake. Earthquake is in Resolution Cave. Where the heck is that? Resolution Cave is from Pony Meadow. Well, that's convenient, because we actually need to go near there. We gotta go past Pony Meadow to even get to the Battle Tree. Of course, going to Pony Meadow and then into Pony Meadow and then into Resolution Cave is not exactly going to be any help whatsoever in terms of getting us to the Battle Tree. We're going in the opposite direction that we need to go, so it's not any faster to go here and then to Battle Tree than it is to just go to the Battle Tree. Yes, Curbster, we are one game closer to the inevitable Master Ball tier ribbon. But also, and more importantly, we're one game closer to being done with 3DS games and thus free from the ticking countdown that is Pokemon Bank. That's what I'm here for. I am here to get this done before Pokemon Bank closes. My outward face is that of a backpacker. What about my inward face? I don't know, lady. So the Earthquake TM is east of this particular trainer. And behind some Rock Smash rocks. That is good to know, actually, that it's east of specifically this trainer. You guys are strong, so I could not steal a glorious victory. Normally you don't steal victories. Normally you earn them. I'm a treasure hunter looking for treasure. Have a whiff of this whole area. You can smell the aroma of treasure. And there's our Earthquake TM. Alright, next on the TM Ghetto Meter. Do I have the Break TM? I feel like I should if it's in Verdant Cavern. That's a cave that I actually know. Yeah, I do have Brick Break. So I might teach that to someone. What else? Energy Ball could be good to have. On Route 8. Having these sorted by number will help me find whether I do or do not have things. An energy ball would be right before false swipe, so to Route 8 we go. Where the heck is Route 8? I don't know where anything is in this game anymore. It's been too long. At least learning what island Route 8 is on will help. Route 8 is on Akala Island. And it is this route. Yeah, Guard, I definitely want to be able to see IVs, customize Pokeball entrances, and select moves to relearn from a menu. Yes, absolutely. And I'll even take that a step further and say that I want something that hasn't been a thing yet. I want to be able to just change what Pokeball we have a Pokemon in. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to do that. Like, yeah, there's the whole, oh, you can catch different things in different balls and it shows what you caught it in, but like, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to just change what ball a Pokemon is in. Anyway, this TM is where? Help to know what number it is. Energy Ball is 53. Which means it is in a small alcove accessed through lush jungle. To lush jungle! Which I believe is here. So we have to access an alcove in Route 8 through lush jungle. Which I imagine will be most accessible by trying to go westish. Apparently not westish to here. Whoops, I stepped on a Pokemon. Oh, another feature I want in every Pokemon game going forward. Do what Pokemon Legends Arceus did. Make it so that we don't have to trade Pokemon for trade Evos. Just give us items that we can use on them to get the trade Evos. That was such a good change. Oh. Well, now that I know that we can go through these, that's going to give me more places to check.
And there's also another feature that I would very much like to see get added to the Pokemon franchise. Give us something that I would personally term rusty bottle caps. Well, just give us a way to set a Pokemon's IV to 0 if we want. Like, there are cases where having a 0 IV is very good and a thing that you want. Let us do that. I mean, if you really want to be generous, let us set IVs to whatever we want instead of specifically just 31. Because there are plenty of cases where you want an IV that is neither 0 nor 31. Specific speed IVs are a thing that competitive players often reset for. But even just adding the option to set an IV to 0 would still make getting certain competitively viable Pokemon much easier. Because, like, sometimes you just want a 0 speed IV, sometimes you want a 0 speed and 0 attack. Sometimes you want, like, a 5 speed and 0 attack. Then there's... I can't help you there unless they give us granular IV setting. But if they give us the option to specifically change IVs to 0 in addition to 31, that alone would be a huge quality of life change for competitive play. Alright, so we got Energy Ball. I don't think anyone we have can learn Scald, so let's skip that. I've already got Shadow Claw. And apparently no one other than Latios can learn it? That feels weird. I don't think anyone who cares can learn Stone Edge. Thunder Wave would be good to have. Do I have it? I do have it. Okay. Do I have Rock Slide? I do have Rock Slide. I don't think anyone learns Poison Jab. Did they buff U-Turn? I feel like U-Turn didn't used to be base 70. No, it was base 70 in Gen 6 at least. Okay, whatever. Let's put it on Cuthbert anyway. Get a stab in there. Something in my brain just felt like U-Turn should have had Technician apply to it. Dazzling Gleam. Do I have the Dazzling Gleam TM? I do. But do I want it right now? Probably not.
No, what I would rather have is a Gardevoirite. Where is Gardevoirite found in this particular game? Ah, yes, from the battle tree for battle points. Got it. Okay. So our team is, once I actually use the TMs that I've just gotten, going to be about where we can expect it to be. But I am missing items that would be severely helpful. So, I guess we're not exactly where I would like it to be. Got basically nothing in terms of battle items. Right, Bug Bite, that's the one. How do I get Bug Bite on my Scizor in this game? Oh, it's a move tutor move. So shouldn't I have been able to get it at the beach, or is it a battle tree move tutor move? And alas, dual wing beat is kind of unavailable to my Scizor. What with the whole having already evolved thing. Yeah, Curbster Mamoswine does great work in Soul Silver. The speed stat leaves a lot to be desired, but you can work around that. Brutal Swing will be better than Night Slash. Because Technician. Yeah, I guess we'll get rid of Thunderwave. I did just teach it, but having a smidge more coverage is not terrible. Let's get EQ back on Primus, especially because we're going to be doing the Battle Royale next. Goodbye, Rock Slide. You're a good move, but Earthquake's also pretty nice. And I think at this point we can handle the Battle Royale without too much issues. Or too much issue. Too many issues. Do I even have any items that would be useful to make my Pokemon hold? This is the medicine pocket. Focus Sash could be good to put on someone, but I don't know if consumed items stay consumed in battle royales. Or battle royals, or whatever the heck. But I do know someone who wants this Eviolite. And yeah, battle royals can be a bit of an RNG fest, yes, but they aren't long. So at least you got that going for you. I think we're past the items. So, yeah, not a whole lot that I can really make use of here. So I think we'll just stick with what we got and call it good. I would like to have a battle royal. And apparently I would like to have it at normal rank. Said level up to 30. Does that mean that I can't use my Pokemon, or will they get leveled down? They will get leveled down. Okay. How many? Oh, I get to enter 3 Pokemon. All right. In that case, I don't need to have this. I don't need to have all 4 of my Pokemon do all of the matches. They just need to do 1 master level each. So yeah, Primus, Latios, and Landorus. In fact, let's go Lando first. Because I have a feeling that an Earthquake from a Landorus will do decently well here. And I'm on the Tyranitar side, apparently. Okay, Rotom is already not great to see with my Landorus. Especially because it's Rotom Wash. Okay, so of the Pokemon we are up against, 1 is immune to ground, 1 resists ground, and 1 is weak to ground. So, not ideal. But if we just go ahead and throw an Earthquake. Well, there goes the one that was weak to ground. And there's a flying type. Clearly they knew I was bringing a Landorus. So let's go ahead and Rock Slide then. I wasn't expecting to go down in 1 hit, if I'm being honest.
So that means that this Rotom has a lead that we need to surpass. Because we need to get the most KOs before anyone runs out of Pokemon. So, I think getting rid of the Rotom is a thing I want to try and do. Okay, bye, Minior. Was that like a scarfed explosion or something, or is Minior just ridiculously fast? I don't know its speed stat. And they're gonna get the KO on Latios. So 2 trainers here are now on 1 Pokemon each, which is very far from ideal. Okay, we got a Chandelure. Oh, the Minior used Shell Smash while I wasn't looking. Got it. And a Rhyperior. Okay. There is a chance that an Earthquake here will score us 2 KOs and a win. But that Chandelure goes first, which is not helping us. Please survive that. Dang. Yeah. Nope. 2 KOs for us here, and if we get even 1 KO, it's going to be an issue, and we're getting not KO'd. Thank goodness. Yeah, we're not getting any KOs. Okay. I'm losing this one. No way am I fast enough to take this win. 0 chance. Seriously, that was a super effective Earthquake on Empoleon. I feel like it should have taken a little bit more damage than that. That is one sturdy Go-Goat. So yeah, I need to do better. That much is clear. What I need is for them to give me 3 Pokemon that can be Earthquaked into oblivion right off the bat. Oh hey, we get BP from this. And once again, I come from the Tyranitar. I feel like that puts me at a disadvantage, because there's a Gyarados, like, right there. So, we've got Beedrill, who cannot be Earthquaked. Volcarona, who takes neutral damage from Earthquake. and Clawitzer, which can be Earthquaked, but is also a water type and thus super effective against my Landorus. Also, exactly one of these is a physical attacker, which doesn't particularly... Ooh, Rock Slide actually goes pretty hard here. Oh, it's a Mega Beedrill. Wait, Beedrill doesn't... Beedrill's not immune to ground. It's bug poison, not bug flying. Seriously? Just gonna steal my practically guaranteed Volcarona kill? That Rock Slide totally would have taken the Volcarona if it was still alive. Alright, I have gotten 0 KOs. Excellent. Exactly the position I want to be in. Okay, Excelgor, which resists Earthquake. And Darmanitan, which is weak to Earthquake. But Rock Slide hits both of them for super effective. And, of course, the Excelgor just decides, nah, I don't want to get KO'd. And the Darmanitan decides, nah, I just don't want to get hit. And now watch as another Muddy Water, or whatever the heck the Clawitzer just used, manages to just completely take both KOs again. Oh, no KOs were taken. All right. Cool, my accuracy's down again. I'm going to click Earthquake because it's higher accuracy than Rock Slide, and if it hits Excelgor, it gets a KO. Right, Excelgor's got speed boost. Well, at least the Clawitzer's gone. It can't use Muddy Water again. And, of course, we missed the Darmanitan. I would have thought that normal mode battle royales would be, like, against Pokemon that kind of suck, but apparently no. Latios should be able to get us some KOs. And we need that Escavalier to survive until we're in the lead on KOs. So that Starmie is obviously the biggest threat to us right now, so let's go ahead and Thunderbolt it. Though the Darmanitan is the biggest threat to the Escavalier, so... Escavalier's sturdy, right? Oh, dang. 4 times effective, and that's all that Heat Wave did? And Latios went down. Why is it that my attacks feel like they do nothing, but the opponent's attacks are just one-shotting everything? Okay, the Florges has to survive, which I guess means I'm Earthquaking the Darmanitan. Oh, Quick Claw, huh? Okay, that Swords Dance on the Escavalier is, I guess, kind of spooky. And nobody went down. That's not good. Well, Zen mode slows Darmanitan down, doesn't it? That might actually be to our advantage. Come on, no Quick Claw. Yeah, we're first! Take that, Darmanitan. Would have liked it if we got the Escavalier as well. But I don't know how it determines victory when KO numbers are even. But it doesn't matter anyway, because we just lost because they took that KO. Or wait, no, we won! Ha! Take that! Why did... Oh, we won despite having the same number of KOs because we still had a Pokemon left. Got it! Alright, that is one battle down. So, we've got to win 2 more ranks before we can start getting ribbons here. Super rank. I'm just gonna go with the same Pokemon I've been going with. I don't have better options. In before we've got a Levitator, a Flying type, and something that can KO Landorus in one shot. Why do I always gotta be in the green corner? Put me in the blue corner. Also, hey, we can Earthquake that. That is Earthquakeable. Oh, and we can Earthquake that. Nice Lux Ball. So, 2 things weak to Earthquake, and 1 thing that's a Dust Noir and thus not going to get 1 shot to begin with. And 2 of them are physical attackers, so Intimidate actually matters. So let's just throw out this Earthquake and hopefully pick up 2 KOs right now. Thankfully, that Rain Dance doesn't mean much to me because that Jolteon ain't gonna be using Thunder on me. Ooh, the Rain Dance helped! Thank you, Jolteon! Also, apparently that was a special attacking Arcanine. Only picked up 1 KO. Dust Noir, you better not steal that one. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Oh no, that's a fast Gastrodon. But, at least I go before the Arcanine? Of course, the Gastrodon's probably gonna just take the Arcanine KO here. And if it's using a water move to do so, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was using Muddy Water or even Surf. Do I swap out, or do I trust that Gastrodon just... Well, it's in the rain, so yeah, with rain-boosted Surf or whatever, it probably could KO my Landorus. I'm probably better off switching here. I would U-turn, but Trick Room. That Gastrodon is 100% faster than Lando. If I swap to Primus, then I'm at risk of it using Earthquake instead, which it probably isn't using, because Landorus flies, and therefore Earthquake would only hit Arcanine and Dust Noir, so Primus is probably the better option here. Yeah, using Waterfall on me specifically. Seriously, the Dust Noir is using Earthquake? Stealing my Arcanine KO? Yeah, Curbster, that was normal rank that I won last time. This is... I feel like whoever decided what ranks to assign to what things may, or what Pokemon to put in normal rank, rather, may have miscalculated somewhere. Alright, we're taking another Earthquake. That's unpleasant. Not that unpleasant. And this should clear out the Lichen Rock, yeah? No. I'm okay with Dusknoir going away, mainly just because that should... Never mind. I was gonna say that should result in a faster Pokemon coming out, potentially, but, Golem's still pretty slow. Okay, getting Sucker Punched right in the face for a KO. You'll love to see it. So, Gastrodon's gonna take that Lycanroc KO, yeah. Alright, I don't think we're winning this one. And they tried to Stone Edge, probably specifically me. Rain is gonna be ending soonish. And we'll get an Intimidate on the Gastrodon, so Waterfall will do less, but then again, the Gastrodon is also cursed. And therefore, the Waterfall is going to do the same as it would have without the curse, which is, in the rain, probably still plenty enough. But everything here is Earthquakeable, but we're also going last because Trick Room. And we're actually not going at all. I just gave them a free KO. Double Edge into the Sand Slash, which hardly does anything to anyone. Look at that quad effective Bulldoze. Ah yes, slow everyone down in Trick Room. Well, Trick Room ended, okay. Well, at least now we've got a speed advantage. I don't think the Gastrodon can really do much to us, so maybe we just leave it be. The Sand Slash we can't have go down before we get another KO, that's for sure. So I guess I have to try and go for the Golem? I wish I had something super effective to use on it, but I don't. And apparently I needed something super effective to use on it. I've just delivered a KO to this Sand Slash. Okay, Sand Slash is going nappy buys after its next turn, that's fine. A Steelix. I don't think I can really do much to a Steelix, but that's fine, because I don't need to do anything to a Steelix. I need to do something to that Gastrodon, because that's the only thing I can safely KO now. Oh, and it's a Mega Steelix. Which means I actually have to slightly respect its offense. You better not take this KO. Okay, yeah, no shot. So, next turn, I'm gonna get this Gastrodon KO'd, no problem. And then from there, what we KO is going to depend. But I think I'm gonna have to go for the Sand Slash if I want to win. Gyro Ball into Sand Slash. Thankfully it resists. Or no, it doesn't resist, but thankfully even the crit doesn't get rid of it. Yeah, Curbster, the thing about Steelix is it's just not a very good Pokemon. If you get it nice and early, it is good early on, but it falls off a cliff.
Anyway, one Psychic should get rid of Sandslash, and that should deliver us the victory. Assuming no other KOs happen this turn. And they both went into Sandslash, so I win. Well, I didn't expect to win that one, but I am glad we got it. And now for Hyper Rank. Once again, same team as before. Always the green side. Okay, we've got a Golurk. That's gonna be too sturdy to go down to any one move I use, that's for sure. Vaporeon is a bit of a threat to my Lando. And Tentacruel is a slight threat to my Lando. But they're also equally threatening to the Golurk. And the Tentacruel is weak to Earthquake. And my Intimidate potentially matters against two of these Pokemon. So let's just go ahead and Earthquake and see how it goes. Alright, Protect from Golurk. I'm fine with that. I'm less fine with getting Ice Beam. Okay, so two of them just wanted to absolutely eliminate my Landorus. I see how it is. Okay, Vaporeon using Detect. That's fine by me. I do not mind when one of my opponents eliminates itself as a threat for a round. And Tentacruel just taking the KO on that Golurk too. Thankfully, we just took the KO on that Tentacruel. A Hydreigon, you say? And a Gigalith. I feel like the Hydreigon is the scarier thing here. I don't think an Ice Punch alone is going to get it, though. Yes, Hydreigon was, in fact, the scarier thing here. I'm sorry, is this a Specs Vaporeon? Because Hydro Pumping a dragon is ill-advised. And there goes the Hydreigon. So that slot needs to not get KO'd ever again until I am on top of KOs, which I don't think is going to happen at this point. And no, it's not a Specs Vaporeon because it used Detect earlier. Of course they've got an Incineroar last, but thankfully it's not an Intimidate Incineroar because they hadn't been released yet, I don't think. So I think, yeah, I think I just Thunderbolt the Vaporeon. Oh, okay, it's Detecting. Not as big a fan of Detect here. Because now that Incineroar is probably going to use Darkest Lariat on my Latios. And
is probably gonna KO for no reason. Yup. Okay, so that was just a wonderful battle royale. Battle royal. I certainly did amazingly well in it. Yup. Victory. So my battle royal record is now sitting at 2 for 4. Not the best record. Though admittedly, I am going in with something of a handicap in that I'm not having items on my Pokemon. Yeah, thankfully these battles are relatively quick, so even if I do lose, it's not like losing in the battle tree where we would have to redo dozens of battles to get back. It could be far worse. Really, a Regirock. And a Garchomp, okay. And a Lucario. So that Lucario is probably just quaking in its boots right now. Face down with both a Garchomp and a Landorus. And I have never seen an opener where Earthquake has been more appealing. Ah, it's a Mega Lucario, I see. But is it a Mega Garchomp? It is a Mega Garchomp, okay. For when you want your Garchomp to be slower. I don't think Lucario survives this Earthquake. I certainly hope it doesn't, because otherwise that Swords Dance is scary. Oh no, that Swords Dance is scary! A weakness policy Regirock. And that Garchomp takes the Lucario KO. So at least the Lucario's gone. I would have liked to take the KO myself. But the Lucario's gone, and that is important after that Swords Dance. And Regirock Ice Punches me right in the face for a KO. Not a fan. So, Latios is probably my better bet here, even though Regirock is going to punch it in the face for a KO as well. I kind of have to worry at least a little bit about the Garchomp. And thus, I'm going to Dragon Pulse the Garchomp. And just hope that Regirock doesn't eliminate my Latios, because, yeah, it probably sees, hey, that Garchomp's... Oh, it's going to take the KO on Garchomp. Or no, Pelipper's going to take it. Okay, and Regirock, what are you going to do? Are you going to Ice Punch into the Garchomp slot? You are, okay. An Archeops, alright. Man, Surf would go pretty hard here. But instead, I'm gonna Thunderbolt the Pelipper. Oh, it's got a Z move! Kind of forgot those were a thing. Really, on me? Rude. I don't think I'm winning this one. So that golem has the tools to just completely eliminate the Pelipper. So I'm going to try and Meteor Mash this Archeops, and hopefully it'll work. Oh, it's protecting. Of course it's protecting. Kind of would have thought that this electric-type golem would use an electric-type move against the Pelipper, but I guess it didn't need to. Anyway, I'm going to once again go for that Stone Edge onto Archeops. Oh, look at you using Quick Attack to just steal that KO. Not gonna lie, I was kind of internally wishing I had Bullet Punch. Ooh, I got the attack boost. Shame that's not gonna help me win at this point. Really, a Durant. That better not be Truant Entrainment Durant. Okay, I see my path to victory. And it's stealing 2 KOs with an Earthquake right now. I don't think it's going to actually happen. It's definitely not going to actually happen. Because one of the KOs needed to be that golem. Now that that Durant is down, there is 0 chance whatsoever that I win this. Because that Manectric is going down and thus ending this battle royal. Or no, I won because I didn't have the most KOs, but the people who had more than me lost all of their Pokemon, which is a lose condition. You cannot win if you don't have a Pokemon left alive. All right. Hooray, I win. I definitely deserved it. And now we are officially allowed to get ribbons. And because I've been reminded that Z-moves exist, let's go ahead and put some Z crystals on Pokemon because we can. Let's slap a Groundium Z on Lando. Dragonium Z is probably alright for Latios. Yeah, Curbster, heart scales are very rare in Johto. There's like 2 or 3 that are on the ground in specific places that you can just grab. But beyond there, yeah, they're not much of a thing. And we already used Groundium Z, so I guess Steelium Z for Primus is what we will do. And let us save because we can. And at this point, I just have to win 4 more Battle Royals, ever. At most. I could go for fewer if I were to, say, drop Lando or Latios. But I don't feel like that would be the wisest option, because they're my main path to getting KOs. Because they're the fastest Pokemon that I've got, by a pretty wide margin.
Dang it, I want to be on the blue side. Put me on the blue side, game. Don't always put me on green. Okay, Mudsdale. Something Intimidate works against, and that isn't really a threat to my Lando. Decidueye. Intimidate works against it, and is only mildly threatening to Lando. Tyranitar. Intimidate works against it, and it is probably the most threatening to my Lando. Okay, so does using Earthquake as a Z move still hit multiple targets? It does not. But it might just smash the Tyranitar enough. The Mega Tyranitar. Just realized we don't have sand, so that was a hidden ability Tyranitar. Oh, of course, you're using Protect turn 1. They knew. They knew I was using my Z move. Z moves do some slight damage through Protect, don't they? Yeah, some. Spirit Shackle on the Mudsdale. Heavy Slam on Decidueye. These are all fine. And I guess we're just doing a regular Earthquake to hopefully finish off the Tyranitar. I don't know that we will, but we're gonna try. This frame rate is not doing so hot. Yeah, no. But next turn, the Tyranitar's not gonna be around because it just got close combated. Mamoswine scares the pants off of my Lando. And yet, an Earthquake could theoretically get rid of Mudsdale now that it's used its close combat. But if I leave my Lando in front of that Mamoswine, it is going down, like guaranteed. But it's probably worth it. Oh, Mudsdale is surviving. Okay. Why does Mamoswine outspeed my Landorus? I'm glad it used that on Mudsdale instead of on me. I'm not so glad... no, never mind. It didn't KO. Never mind. We're good. We're good. But why did Mamoswine outspeed Landorus? That feels wrong. That feels very wrong. Especially because it was using... Oh, I know what it is. It was probably using a Z move version of a move that had priority, right? That's gotta be it. Ice Shard? It's gotta be it. Please don't tell me that Mamoswines are just faster than my Landorus. Also, nice miss on Icicle Crash. Love to see it. So this should be a KO on Mudsdale. And it is. Why is the Mamoswine faster than my Landorus? Mamoswine is base 80 speed. Did my Landorus get slowed down at some point? Can I check that? No, it didn't get slowed down. Did the Mamoswine speed up? No, it didn't. Why is it faster than my Landorus? Icicle Crash is not a priority move. Landorus is base 91 speed. There's no reason for it to be faster. And Curbster, it's not Choice Scarfed. It used a Z move. It was holding an Icinium Z. So there is zero reason for that thing to be faster than my Landorus. I guess we can't see what nature my Landorus is from here, but I know my Landorus is either Adamant or Jolly. I think it's Adamant. So yeah, base 91 speed. I have invested in its speed. I am almost sure of that. So the Mamoswine should absolutely not outspeed us. There's no world in which base 80 speed outspeeds base 91. Even if it does have a lot of speed EVs, I have a lot of speed EVs, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I invested only into speed and attack for this Lando. I'm confused. I kind of want to just U-turn the Decidueye. Well, of course it uses Protect. Well, at least Icicle Crash missed me again, but why am I getting outsped? And, nope, Mamoswine cannot have Sand Rush. But Mamoswine's gone, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, let's go ahead and deal this Decidueye KO. I'm gonna swap to Latios just in case there's an earthquake coming from that Torterra. Right, I already used a Z move, so I can't use another. Okay, at this point, what do I want to use? I think I want to use Psychic on the Lurantis. That might get a KO. Really, Focus Blast on a Psychic type. I mean, if that's what you want to go for. Also, that Exploud is faster than my Latios. That feels wrong. Why are they using fighting moves on my Latios? So if I stay in, that Exploud is just going to take the KO on my Latios. So I think I have to swap out. Thankfully, everyone here can stand to be, intimidated.
Never mind. Right, Focus Blast isn't going to be affected by Intimidate anyway. Ow. The speed tiers in this battle are confusing to me. I don't understand. But I think that might be a Scarfed Exploud. That is 100% a Scarfed Exploud. The thing has base speed of 68. There is no way that that outspeeds a Latios unless there's a Scarf involved. So at this point, I think we Ice Punch the Lurantis, because the Torterra has to survive. No, it doesn't. If we take one more KO and it's on the Torterra and no other KOs happen, then we win. Ice Punch the Torterra. Of course it uses Protect! Why do things only protect on the turns when I could get rid of them? Okay, now the Torterra does have to survive at least one more turn, because the Lurantis is tied with me for KOs. It's not surviving that, is it? Nope. Okay. Meteor Mash goes hard here. If I get rid of that thing with a Meteor Mash, I win. Simple as that. Come on, no sturdy. Yeah! Victory achieved. I'm glad that was a Carbink. Carbink is exceedingly Meteor Mashable. And that's another ribbon claimed today. So that should give us a new ribbon. And it sure does. Now I need to do that with Pokemon who aren't Metagross. Which is kind of sad. But alas. Let's grab this Psychinium Z and give it to Lealoon. Ideally, I would be using a Mega Gardevoir here, but I can't do that just yet. After this Battle Royal, I'm going to make my way to the Battle Tree. Because I do have to get there. And then I might be able to get a Gardevoir, right? Which I won't exactly need if I win this, but if I lose it, then I might want one. Okay, a Ninetales. A Jellicent. I love Jellicent. And a Samurott. Okay, so 2 of these are actually pretty big threats to my Lando. But do I want to swap? When I could Earthquake the Ninetales. In fact, I could do more than Earthquake the Ninetales. I could Tectonic Rage the Ninetales. So that should handily get rid of that fox. It did not handily get rid of that fox. And that's probably Lando gone. Sure is. And the dimensions have been twisted. Which I guess makes me put Lealoon in? Just gonna say, which is pretty decent for Metagross, but I don't have Metagross. Hey, I don't mind picking up an immunity with Trace. That is fine. But I think we might have been able to get Storm Drain, or not Storm Drain, Water Absorb from Jellicent, maybe? Jellicent probably just takes the Ninetales KO here. But if it doesn't, then a Hyper Voice will, while also getting damage on Samurott. So Hyper Voice might just be the choice to make here. And yeah, it's taking that KO. There's no surprise there. Lilligant, you say? Okay, I don't really have too much to fear from this crowd. I think an Energy Ball on Samurott goes decently hard. Will-O-Wisp on Samurott, that's, I guess, gonna keep its damage output a little down, maybe? If it even gets a turn. Which it don't. Come on, Leaf Storm on the Jellicent. Survive, Jellicent. Oh. Bronzong. That is threatening to my Gardevoir. I think I just Shadow Ball it, though. I don't think a Shadow Ball will get rid of it. And it's actually the fastest thing here in Trick Room. I'm pretty sure. But whatever, let's go for it. Charizardite Y, okay, giving some sun to that Lilligant. Possibly activating some Chlorophyll in Trick Room and thus slowing her the heck down. Meanwhile, my Gardevoir does not mind the sun one bit because Flash Fire. I do mind flinching to a freaking Rock Slide, though. Oh man, that Lilligant is ludicrously fast. Shame Trick Room is up. And we got an Executor. Man, if only this was a freaking Mega Gardevoir, then I could get some decent results with a Fairy-type Hyper Voice right now. But at this point, I think I will be better served by trying to take that Charizard KO. Except I can't take that Charizard KO because the Bronzong is going to go first, because we are still in Trick Room for this one last turn. So I should not go for the Charizard KO, because unless the Bronzong misses with Rock Slide, I'm not going to get it. Also because the Charizard's using Protect. Don't flinch this time, Leoloon. Should have said don't get crit either, but... Also, don't get KO'd by a Woodhammer. Well, at least the Twisted Dimensions have returned to normal, so I can probably steal the Charizard KO. As for what happens beyond there, I'm not as certain how we take this win. But the Charizard I can definitely steal. I guess we have to hope that the Executor doesn't use a Dragon move on us. Which, good. And then maybe we use a Dragon move on it and hope that that gets rid of it. Alright, well that's not going to be a Mega Lucario, we know that much. And let's Dragon Pulse that there Executor. Alright, that puts us in the lead. So now I just need to stay in the lead. And Trick Room is back, which is bad for me. But I think this battle's over now, yeah. So we win, hooray! Another Pokemon gets a ribbon. So maybe I don't go to the battle tree, because, yeah. I'll save the battle tree for another stream, because I don't need the Gardevoir right now. Not for battle royales, at least. This is decently quick BP. I like that. So this is also the first game where they give you BP for not even battling. You can get it from the Mantine surfing minigame. Okay, Lando, Latios. Emperor is probably going to be the hardest one to win with, if I'm honest. A Follow Me Eviolite set is not ideal for a battle royale now, is it? I keep saying battle royale, but it's battle royal. These are battle royals. Okay, that Aurorus is scary to my Lando. That Rotom is scary to my Lando. That Regice is scary to my Lando. My Lando is terrified. So the snow is up, and we've got 3 ice types. I think my Lando is about to get hit with 3 blizzards. I don't see any other option for what's happening. But on the off chance I outspeed all of them, though I don't think I outspeed Rotom, on the off chance I outspeed all of them, I'm gonna click Rock Slide. And yeah, there's a blizzard. My Lando is gone. My Lando was always gonna be gone. And what do you know? They both tried to use things on my Lando. So yeah, if I had swapped to anything else, I would have just lost it anyway. Because I would have eaten 3 moves. I mean, hey, it didn't end up being 3 blizzards. But yeah, there was no way my Lando got out of that turn alive without me clicking Protect. And clicking Protect would have gotten me out of specifically that one turn. And no others. And of course the Aurorus uses Protect. Watch my Electabuzz get frozen. Called it! I believe I have already lost this battle royal. There is no coming back from this. But I mean, at least we get to see a Z move, which, it actually occurs to me that some Z moves are problematic to use. Because, like, if you use specifically, I know for a fact, the Eevee Z move, which thankfully I don't have to worry about actually using. If you use that on YouTube, it will get copyright claimed by the Pokemon Company. But, yeah, we're not doing so hot here. There's no chance my Latios survives long enough for any of these people to lose all of their Pokemon. Well, hey, Aurora's down. That's nice. Now watch as Regice murders my Latios. Or, no, it was Ice Beaming the Auroras? What? Why? All right, this battle royal is over, and I am fine with that. We kind of lost the moment the leads were shown. The fact that one had a Rotom freeze and another had a snow warning Pokemon. Yeah, they were just gonna fire off 100% accuracy blizzards at my Landorus. I had no shot of winning that. Not one. Having a Landorus in front and a Latios in the back? Yeah. Only ice types? No. Let's try this again, and this time not see an Aurora's Regice and Rotom Freeze. I put my Metagross in. Even if I win this, I don't get a ribbon for it. Can I run from a battle royal? Tired of being in the green corner. Well, that Tentacruel is packing Ice Beam for sure, so Lando wouldn't be great here either. Because the Tentacruel is packing Ice Beam and outspeeds Lando. Nope, I can't run, so I just gotta stick it out. Watch me win this for no benefit whatsoever other than BP. Oh, of course the Tsarina uses Protect. Because everything always protects on the turn when I could theoretically KO it. Of course, I couldn't theoretically KO it here because my Landorus wasn't going to exist long enough to take a turn. You know, if they didn't bother rendering the trainers during Battle Royals, I bet the frame rate would do better. The more 3D models they put on screen at a time, the better the worse the performance gets in these games. And yet, for whatever reason, in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they're like, what if? Like, I know we already have trouble when there's multiple Pokemon rendered on screen at once, but what if we also put the trainers on screen too? Truly, this is a brilliant idea that will not impact performance at all. Of course, they protect on the turn when I could KO them once again. That's fine. I'm not trying to win this one. I want to lose or just have it end fast, regardless of who wins. I just want it to be over. That's all. And if I want it to be over, my best bet is not to use a Z move. Like, the Greninja is the one that's most likely to... Well, the Greninja's on the team with the fewest Pokemon left, other than mine, so I guess what I should really do is try and help them defeat me. In which case, not KOing anyone is a great idea. Let's Zen Headbutt the Greninja. They saw me hovering over Ice Punch on the Tsarina. And of course, they both go for the Tsarina. I'm just gonna keep clicking Zen Headbutt on this Greninja until my Metagross goes away. Please be a dark move. Or a water move. An ice move? She just used Protect last turn. Why would you use your Z move now?
Should have used the Z move last turn. You would have gotten the KO faster. Won't someone please think of my time and get rid of my Metagross? Why did I have to get rid of Explosion? Why did I have to get rid of Explosion? Well, at least it hit me, but, like, would have preferred if it used, say, Earthquake. Alright, we got a Dark Pulse. And the Battle Royale ends this turn. Great. Okay, I've got time for one more attempt here. I'm gonna move my Pokemon so that it's easier to grab the ones I still need. I'm gonna save so that if I accidentally start another one with the wrong Pokemon, I can just reset. Almost went with muscle memory and went for the ones on the bottom again. Okay, let's try this one more time. And now we're going to get a bunch of Pokemon who are slow but don't have Trick Room, are weak to ground or rock, and don't have any ice moves. Can you do that for me, game? I don't think it can do that for me, but we can hope. Just not 3 ice types, please. In fact, not even 2 ice types or 1. Let's just do no ice type moves. Okay, that's not an ice type, and it's weak to ground. That's not an ice type, and it's weak to ground. That's not an ice type, and I believe it did lose Levitate in this game. Or did it lose Levitate in Gen 8? I actually need to find that out. Gengar did lose Levitate in this game. All right. So, we got 3 Pokemon who are not ice types and who are weak to ground. Would you look at that? Though the Registeel is absolutely not going to get KO'd by a single Earthquake. Especially not if it uses Protect. Okay, that's probably the Marowak gone before I can touch it. Yep, so that's a KO I don't get. That's unfortunate. But maybe I get the Gengar right now? No, not quite. That's a bit of a problem. Hey, look, another Pokemon that's weak to ground. And the reason it's a bit of a problem is just Mega Gengar is kind of scary. It's really fast and it hits really hard. But it's not hitting me! Haha! Okay, so if the Registeel doesn't protect, I actually KO it next turn, pretty much. Toxicroak. Not weak to ground, but it doesn't resist it. And... actually, I think it can learn Ice Punch. But we're going to click Earthquake again. Registeel is terrified of getting KO'd. That's fine. Understandable. Toxicroak gone. I think we have just won this one. Like, not specifically this round. It's not going to end just yet. But I don't think they can come back at this point. Liepard is not immune to ground and doesn't use ice moves. Politoed might have Ice Beam. Really? A non-drizzle Politoed? Weird. I think... instead of trying to get rid of the Registeel, I think I am best served by trying to get rid of the Liepard. What's the strength on Tectonic Rage? I need to figure that out. 180, so that is stronger than a U-turn into the Liepard. I think a Tectonic Rage on the cat will end this round, and at that point, victory is ours. Of course it's sashed. And there goes Lando. But I think we still win. Yeah. I just need that Liepard to go away before either of the other two manages to get 2 KOs. That should be manageable. Now watch as the Liepard uses Protect. Oh, that's not Protect. Does hurt, though. As long as the Politoed doesn't manage to take 2 KOs this round, though, we still win. So yeah, that was pretty much an ideal battle royal for Orlando. So yeah, that was an easy victory. I still need to get a ribbon for Cuthbert, but that's going to have to wait until the next stream of this game, which will be who knows when. Once I'm done with ZA streams. But yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. A sec. Gotta look at the ribbons that we got on our Pokemon. Cuthbert doesn't have a new ribbon other than the champion one. Yeah, we've got Battle Royal Master Ribbon on Emperor, we've got it on Primus, we've got it on Leoloon. Just gotta get it on Cuthbert, and then we are done with Battle Royals forever. And then we gotta do the Battle Tree. Yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all that. I will be back either Friday at the usual time or else Saturday with Pokemon Legends ZA. See you then, friends.